Hey, Violarules here, and welcome back to Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Justice for All. So we're in the first day of the first trial, and we have to interrogate Gumshoe, or cross-examine him, not interrogate, though it might as well be the same thing in this case. So I have to figure out which one of these. Actually, I'm just gonna press everything, that's usually the solution. Would you please give us a brief timeline of what happened after the ceremony? Okay, pal. The ceremony started at 6 p.m. It ended around 8 p.m., and then there was a short break. A special post-ceremony show was supposed to start in the lobby 30 minutes later. And that's when the victim's body was found, correct? Which is to say the murder occurred during that 30-minute break period. Please continue with your testimony, detective. The person who discovered the victim's body was Adrian Andrews, right? Yeah? Who is this Adrian Andrews you're talking about? She's a defendant, Matt Ongard's manager. She's a really pretty lady, sir. Ah, so she's a pretty lady. I wonder if she will grace us with her presence. Foreshadowing. When the post-ceremony show was about to start, she went to get Mr. Ongard. After visiting his room, she went to the victim's room to get him for the show, sir. I see, and that's when she found the victim's body. The cause of death? Wasn't that because Mr. Kurita was stabbed in the chest? Only a careless amateur would believe something so brainless as that, pal. What do you mean? Take a good hard look at the crime photo. What about it? Now, a real pro's attention would be drawn here, to this bandana. Banana? No, that's not what he said, Judge. His bandana, sir. The thing that's wrapped tightly around his neck, sir. Oh, you think he was strangled? Ah, yes, I see. His banana-scented bandana. The judge, oh my god. Then, what about the knife? It seems to have been stuck in the victim's chest on purpose after his death. We have a crafty murderer on our hands here. It is crafty, and the autopsy report was added to the court record. Nice. Let me take a look at that real quick, actually. Juan's autopsy report, time of death at 8:15, cause strangled with a scarf, then stabbed with a knife. I mean, he still could have died from the knife stab. There's nothing to say that even though he was strangled with the scarf, maybe that was just to subdue him. And then he was stabbed. Who knows? Or it was the other way around and they're just idiots. And why did you think that? Because it was empty, pal. The Jamming Ninja doesn't go anywhere without his bright red guitar. And we couldn't find it anywhere at the scene of the crime. Oh, then how about this theory? Oh, this is gonna be interesting. A fan really wanted the guitar and did the crime to get it. How's that? No. We thought of that too, but... The only fingerprints on the guitar case were the victims. What if the fan was wearing gloves? Only the victims, huh? I see. Ah, so much for my theory then. Ooh, guitar case updated. Nice. And what does the updated guitar case say? Empty. There's some water, but only on the lid. Bears Kurita's fingerprints. Okay. I'm still suspicious of the guitar case, but I don't know if it's useful for this segment. What convinced you it had nothing to do with the case? The guitar wasn't at the Gatewater Hotel that night. Well then, where was it? The bright red guitar was eventually found at the TV studio. The victim, Juan Kurita, had apparently only taken the case with him, sir. That's strange. You wouldn't notice that you don't have your guitar. It would be late. So you mean he forgot to put the guitar inside the case? Yes, sir. Even when he was on stage for the ceremony, he didn't have his guitar. So that guitar case was empty even before he got to the hotel. Why would he leave it behind? Did he do it on purpose? Did he think the show wouldn't happen if he didn't have it? Yeah, that's right. So it really had nothing to do with the case after all. I believe that is enough. Okay, so all I do was press the statements. I didn't have to present anything. First, the victim was choked to death with his bandana. Then, after the victim was dead, the killer deliberately stabbed him with a knife. Which brings me to my next point. Why, then, did the police arrest Matt Ongard? Good point. Because there was reason enough to suspect him. Okay. Where are you going with this? Here it comes. Looks like Edgeworth's back in full swing. Very well. Detective Gumshoe, please testify about this matter. Yes, sir. Why arrest Ongard? Matt Ongard and Juan Carita were huge rivals with each other. They each thought the other guy was in his way. That was motive enough in my book. As for evidence, there's the Jammin' Ninja's button. It was ripped off the ninja's costume was found in Mr. Ongard's hakama. The defendant's fingerprints were also found all over the knife. Doesn't mean anything. The defendant bought the knife for the crime, which makes this a premeditated murder. You mean brought, not bought? So the defendant's fingerprints were found on the knife used in the stabbing. It was sort of sticky on the handle, so the fingerprints came out pretty clearly, sir. Knife added to the court record. And there's this button. That was found in the defendant's clothes, was it? And is this button also covered in blood? Yes, and we know that the blood on it is the victim's blood, sir. What? Jammin' Ninja's button added to the court record. Okay, so we're getting more evidence. All of this points very clearly to the defendant, doesn't it? Yes, it most certainly does, Your Honor. Ready to give in yet, right? Haha, you're cute, Edgeworth, but no. I'll find the hole in your argument somehow. You can press as hard as you'd like. Just hurry up with your usual pointless questions. Breaking the fourth wall. Okay, I want to look at the 2 new items that we just got. Just to see what the descriptions of them are. First, the victim's blood and Ongard's fingerprints. In the grip, gate water is engraved. Okay, so that's significant because he said that this was premeditated and that he brought it with him. But it says gate water. This belonged to the hotel. So that statement's incorrect already. Was ripped from his costume, is covered in Korea's blood, found in Ongard's hakama for some reason. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that I have to present the knife to the statement that it was a premeditated murder. But I'm going to do that at the start of the next episode. If you guys enjoyed this one, be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you all next time.